Hey everyone, what's up? Yeah, so I'm working on my hair right now, listening to music, and I thought, why not multitask and come hop on, go live while I put my hair back up. So yeah, I've been doing this for a little while today, and I was kind of getting bored of it, honestly. So I was like, all right, well, I'll go live while I work on my hair and talk about shit I care about, like healing and how it's so possible for literally everyone. So yeah, um, kind of just random. I don't have a plan. Just listening to some Queen Herbie. This shit lifts my vibe so much. I've got my inspiration playlist on Spotify, and it's a total vibe booster. If you need a good playlist, like, hit me up. I'll share this with you because for real, this playlist, like, it really helps. It helps me shift my vibe. It helps me be able to just get in a place because I'm neurodivergent. I've been on my healing journey for a while now, but there's still things I struggle with. I think there's always going to be struggles, you know? Like, I was watching a video Mel Robbins did today, and she was talking about overthinking and talking about how her own mind does it. So, you know, this might be something that is always an issue for me. I don't know. Either way, I know how to overcome it now, so it's all good. But I struggle with motivation a lot. And I had to learn that I can't depend on motivation. Motivation is not going to get me where I want to be in life at all. Okay, I think I need to can y'all actually hear me? Or do I need to talk louder? I think I need to talk a little louder. I'll just talk louder. So anyway, motivation has always really been a struggle for me. I'm crazy passionate about what I do. Or up until now, it was a struggle for me. But this is the thing. I don't depend on motivation anymore. I always had a problem with getting like really motivated because I'm really excited about something and I'm really passionate about it. But then I would just eventually like lose that and be so tired, and I'd still be crazy passionate about it and still care about it so much, but I would still like lose my motivation for it and everything. So yeah, I had to learn that motivation wasn't something I could depend on, especially being neurodivergent. Like, motivation really isn't the answer. But it's also really easy to get myself into a place where I'm more ready to do stuff. And that's why I started talking about this, because this playlist is one of those things for me. When I'm in a place where I'm really struggling to get going and I like really don't want to do the things I need to take care of, I turn this on. And maybe I dance around my house and do a little chores or something like that, get myself moving, and then I'm able to actually start getting the things that I want to do done. See, shifting your identity, it's really about safety and capacity, okay? Like, we have these identities because of survival, right? We have the people pleaser or the endurer or the overthinker or whatever it may be for you. So many things, whatever mask it is that you wear all the time. And the thing is about this stuff is that really it's a pattern you learn. You didn't come into this world that way. You weren't born that way. It's just a pattern that you learn. And those patterns sometimes keep us stuck. They keep us from going to where we want to be. Now, those patterns at one point did serve us. So I think we really need to stop shaming ourselves for it and stop hating that part of ourselves, because at one point in your life, that part of yourself, it served you. It kept you safe. It got your needs met to the best of your ability. And okay, hold on, my husband's calling. Hello? Hey, I'm live, but on my laptop. So I'm just live while I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm doing my hair still. So I'll probably just be live doing my hair still when you get home, and I'll get off when you get home. Oh, yeah, that's right. You'll be a while. So, yeah, I probably won't still be live. No, it's mine. I did. I double checked this morning. Why? Did you log in and there's not money there? Or okay. 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 Yeah, no. I'm logged into mine because I was trying to log into Izzy's on her phone and add money, but I was having trouble, so it's logged into mine on my phone. Hey, I love you too. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye, baby. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My husband just got off of work and is heading home. But anyways, it's going to be a while because he's got to go do a couple of things first. So I've still got time to hang out with y'all. Didn't realize my phone was ringing because my ringtone is one of the songs that's on this playlist. But anyways, let's get back to talking about identity. So we've got these identities that we learn that they're not who we are. It's not how we were born. They're just something that we learn to be able to survive. So I think the first step to shifting these identities that we don't want to live in anymore, because in reality, that identity got you here, but it may not be the thing that's going to get you to the level you want to be. It may not be the thing that's actually going to get you to the place that you want to be, the kind of life that you're wanting to have, the kind of relationships you want in your life, the finances you want, whatever it is for you. Okay, so yes, we understand that this part of us, we've got to let go of it because that's not going to get us to the next level. But we also need to understand that it's not time to start hating that part of us. That really, we just need to be able to forgive. If you've been hating it, forgive it. But we need to be able to love that part of ourselves. We need to be able to think that part of ourselves, because at one point in your life, that part of you, it helped you survive. It helped you get through the things that you needed to get through. Maybe those were things that no human should ever have to deal with, but that's irrelevant. You did have to deal with them. And those parts of you made you able to get through them. Because, the reality of it is, yeah, you may not be happy with where your life is. It may seem like life sucks right now. You may not be happy with who you are. But the reality is that part of you, that identity, that pattern, it got you to where you are today. There's some people that didn't make it this far. So that does mean something. It may not be as much as you want, but it does mean something. And yeah, I think it's important that we acknowledge that. It's important that we thank that part of ourselves for helping us get through those things, and that we stop shaming ourselves for it, that we stop hating ourselves for it, because that part of you, it's not bad. It's just out of balance right now. We don't have to kill that part of us off. Like, okay, for me, one of my struggles was the endurer. And what I needed to realize was I didn't necessarily have to kill that part of myself. Endurance is good, right? Like, no matter how much I heal, things still happen in life. We lose people, situations come up, whatever it may be. Like, life still has hard moments. No matter how healed we are, it doesn't matter. There's still hard moments. So that endurance, it can still be useful to me, right? It can still be helpful. But it doesn't need to be in charge anymore. It doesn't need to be in the driver's seat anymore. Because the endurer is not going to get me to the next level. It's not going to get me to the reality that I want. The endurer isn't going to have me running a business that is super in flow and super successful and super easy to run, because she needs to endure. She needs to prove her worth through the things that she endures. So I don't want that identity to come with me. I want the next level identity. I want my sovereign identity. I want the identity that is going to be like, okay, business is easy. I love doing what I do. Everything flows for me, and making money is easy. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want to embody. So, yeah, that, all of that. And then, um, now, what I was initially saying before I got into all of that stuff about identity is that the thing about shifting our identity, it takes building safety and capacity. Like, okay, it's super important to set the intention and be like, all right, I'm stepping into this new identity. I am going to embody this. I'm going to be this person. This is who I am now. That's important. But to actually do that, we've got to build safety and capacity, because I promise you, somebody could hand you the identity that you want in a box tomorrow. All the money, the relationship, whatever it is, hand it to you tomorrow, okay? And if you don't have the safety and capacity to have that identity, to have the things that the person that has that identity can hold, you will fucking sabotage every single bit of it. Because I lost my train of thought. Because you don't have the safety, you don't feel safe enough, you don't have the capacity to hold it. Okay? That is super important. That is why people win the lottery and end up worse off than they were before. That is why you'll get to like this certain level and then all of a sudden you sabotage yourself because you don't actually feel safe enough yet. See, our subconscious mind, its job is to keep us safe. Its job is to keep us alive. And especially when you're still living in survival mode, that is the primary function. But this is the thing. Its job is not to make us happy. Its job is not to help us reach our goals. It's to keep us safe, to keep us alive. So here's the thing. Part of safety is acceptance and being able to be a part of community and love and blah, blah, blah. Have our needs met in that way. Okay. And that's like one of the things Tony Robbins talks about. The basic core human needs that we all have. This one. Duh. Anyways, all right, so we need belonging. We need to have connection and belonging. Well, here's the thing. I watched somebody's I can't even remember. We'll just say YouTube video, and they were talking about this. All right, and they talked about how our subconscious, keeps us safe. It protects us. It makes those needs met, like I was just saying. All right. So the exercise they had us do in this video was to think about The richest person you know. Who comes to mind when you think about the richest person you know? All right. Now, what is your first thought about that person? Now, whatever that thought was, do you think your subconscious mind would like you to be that? Would like you to be whatever you believe about this very rich person? Do you think your subconscious mind wants you to be that? A lot of people have really negative views about rich people that are like in poverty and things like that. I grew up with it. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. Blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. And it's like, duh, you're not getting rich. Your brain is saying rich people are bad. Money is evil. Your fucking subconscious is protecting you. So when you actually reach that level, you're gonna sabotage because you don't feel safe. You don't want to be that person. Anyway, that's how identity works. But also, okay, like how do we actually start building the safety and capacity then? Because that's the work. That's what we need to be doing to get to the next level, to have the things we want in life, to be the person that we want to be able to show up in the hard moments of life as someone we can be proud of. Like, how do we do all this, right? So, to build the safety and capacity, it is as simple as consistently taking actions that prove that you are embodying this new identity. Well, how do we do that? The way that you do that, let's say you want to be more healthy, okay? Okay, let me show you how you can be more healthy. I just showed myself that I'm being healthy by drinking some water. It's as simple as that. That is the proof that your mind needs. When you take little actions like that all the time to show your mind that this is who you are and it is safe to be that person, you start being able to show up that way consistently. Oh, crap. I'm losing what I'm doing. All right, so nobody's hopping on here tonight, so I am gonna jump off because I want to have conversations with people. So anyways, I hope that I know that helped someone because it was totally random and went pretty deep. So whoever that helps, I'm so glad you're here to hear this message today. And this is the kind of shit I talk about. So make sure that you subscribe and come back because I get real. As you see, I'm literally sitting here doing my hair, looking a mess. Like, I'm authentic. I'm going to be real with you. I don't sugarcoat things. I'm a little blunt. You might get triggered, but I think that's a good thing. Triggers are guides. That is all they are. They are there to show you, like, hey, there's something here. 9 times out of 10, a trigger is pointing to something else, some deeper underlying thing that needs to be addressed. So, if you're triggered, I did my job. All right, anyway, love you guys so much. Hope to see you next time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can know when I'm live because I'm going to start being on here more. Bye, guys.